My name is Dina Martini Putri, so now I would like to explain about behavioristic approach and natural approach. The first one is behavioristic approach. So behavioristic approach is an approach that believes that young learners will learn effectively if the teacher provides the right stimulus and provide reinforcement after the young learners do it correctly. Young learners will show a good attitude change if the teacher provides the right and strong stimulus. Stimulus by the teacher must also be repeated so that their behavior change are consistent and permanent. For example, a teacher wants the students to actively participate in the class. To achieve this goal, the teacher provides a stimulus to students in the form of gift. The teacher explained that each student who answers the teacher's question correctly will get one sticker, and the student who has the most number of stickers will get a chocolate gift that has been provided by the teacher. This stimulus is carried out repeatedly so that in the future they will get used to actively participating in class even though the teacher no longer provides gift for them. The behavioristic approach has several implications. The first one is performing students' desired behavior in the learning process. It means that teachers usually give simple lessons to learners, especially at the young learners level, so that they will be easier to understand the material and easier to like the material delivered. The second one is modeling. It means the teacher performs their role in front of the learners as a model that provides support or stimulus. The third one is rewarding and punishing. Rewards and punishment that teachers give to learners are required to be educational and done wisely. The fourth is program learning and assigning. It means that a good language learning is programmatic learning, starting from the basic to more complex things before the assignment session. And the last is language learning process. This process is based on two main principles, which are a theoretical principle and practical principle. The second material is about natural approach. So natural approach is similar to the traditional approach, especially in the context of learning English as a foreign language. Natural approach is one of approach that has a concept in which students will learn English as a second language or foreign language naturally, like their first language. This approach is underlined as the main function of language as a communication tool, so that in learning a language, a situation is needed which allows students to communicate with their classmates in the class. In learning English, the implementation of the principal natural approach is presentation of input that can be understood in target language. For example, when speaking practice, teachers use picture as a media that asks students to pay attention to the pictures and speak based on the content of the picture. Students are expected to give their response to comment and question from the teacher, but due to minimizing their anxiety, they are not supposed to answer the teacher question before they are ready. When the student is ready to start to speak in a new language, the teacher will give language that is easily to understand, so it can cause simple response. After that, teacher can give in the question that is more difficult than before, so the response are expected not only yes or no, but they use words that have learned from the teacher. To use words from their new language, it can be done by listening to the words for many times. Natural approach cannot be separated from learner's role, teacher's role, and material's role. The first one is learner's role. In the first stage, the learners take a passive role, absorbing and digesting input. Learners can include in the individual, pairs, small group, or whole classwork. So this activity is based on the learner's needs, which are controlled by the teacher. Second one is teacher's role. Teachers as a role as a main input resources that can be understood in language target. Teacher must select and organize a variety of classroom activities that involve group types, content, and context. The teacher are responsible for collecting material and designing their use according to the need and interest of the children. And the last is materials role. Materials are needed to use a natural approach that is created by the teacher. The material that create must be interesting and relevant for what student needs. So that's all about my presentation about natural and behavioristic approach. Thank you.